Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be sharing with you guys my Sephora VIB sale recommendations. The Sephora sale started yesterday. I believe it's their holiday sale. I will link all of the information with the codes and the dates down in the description box for you guys so you can easily reference. But I am going to be sharing with you guys my Sephora recommendations. Now, I've done a few of these videos in the past. I did a skincare video and a Sephora recommendations video earlier this year, and I've also done one other video in the past, so I will link those all in the description box as well, because I'm not going to be repeating favorites. These are all going to be favorites that I haven't mentioned before. So if you guys want to know my full favorites list, I guess you would have to go back and watch all of the other videos. But I am going to be telling you guys all of my Sephora recommendations for this current sale. So if you guys want to see what I recommend, then just keep on watching. And if you guys are new here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a new video. And don't forget to turn on the bell button so you always get notified every time I upload a new video. And I'm also doing a November giveaway for you guys on Instagram. So head on over to Instagram, click on this picture right here, and all you have to do is read the description of the post for all of the info on how to enter. And I will also list the information down in the description box for you guys so you guys can enter that as well. All right, so enough talking, let's jump right into the video. So I have all of my recommendations here in this little box. So I'm going to try to start in the order that you would apply things like I usually do, and I'm going to first start off with primers. So the first two primers that I have been loving recently have been the FARSALI SKINTUNE Blur. You guys have heard me talk about this forever, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but it's amazing. It makes my makeup look flawless, it keeps everything in place, and it keeps my makeup from settling into fine lines and wrinkles, which I appreciate, especially around my mouth. It is like a miracle worker. So if you guys are looking for a good primer, definitely pick up the FARSALI SKINTUNE Blur. It is amazing. The next primer that I have really been liking recently is the TATCHA the Silk Canvas. Now, I picked up the mini size. They do come in two different sizes if you don't want to like bite the bullet and spend like however much it is for the full size. If you want to test it out like I did, they have a smaller size that you can buy as well. I've really been liking it. It goes on smooth, fills in pores. It gives you like this airbrushed appearance and gives a very smooth canvas, like it says a silk canvas to apply your makeup. So it's a really great primer. e.l.f. also has a dupe for this primer as well, but I've been really liking this. The next product I want to mention is the OLEHENRIKSEN Banana Bright Eye Cream, and I'm going to mention this, like I've said, I mentioned this in a million videos. I use this in all of my IGTV videos because it's amazing. I cannot stop using it. I use it every single morning before I apply my concealer. This is the best under eye cream I have ever used, and I probably will use this forever until another one comes along that I want to try. But I've been really liking this. As you can see, I've made quite an indent in it, and I'm not going to mention any skincare in this video just because I am going to do a whole skincare favorites video. I'm going to try to film that for you guys before the sale is over so that if you guys want to pick up any of my recommendations, you guys can do that before the sale is over. So I'm just going to mention this eye cream because it's amazing. I have to mention it. The next product I want to mention is a setting spray and a hydrating mist, and this is the FARSALI Rose Gold Skin Mist. This is the 24 karat gold infused hydrating prime and set spray. Now, this spray is very hydrating, so I've been loving it in the wintertime. As you can see, I've used a decent amount of it. I like to use this when I'm more dry. You can use this under makeup, over makeup. You can use this just as skincare. It does not irritate my skin, but if you use too much of it, you can get a little more dewy than you'd probably like, so use it sparingly. I usually use 2 to 3 sprays and it does the trick, and it just gives me that extra hydration if I use too much powder or something like that. It's really great for that. So I've been loving this spray from FARSALI. Next, I want to talk about foundation, and the foundation that I have been loving recently is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. I picked up the other Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Matte Foundation, I believe it was. And I could never find my shade, so I just never used it that much. I always pulled too orange and oxidized on me really bad, which is disappointing because I really like the formulation. So when Fenty came out with this foundation, I was super excited because it was a hydrating formula, perfect for the winter time. I'm probably gonna have to pick this up in a lighter shade because we are going into the winter. It just looks beautiful. All of the Fenty foundations photograph amazing. They just make your skin look so amazing on camera. I don't know what it is, natural lighting, studio lighting, you name it. If you need to look good in photos, definitely use one of the Fenty foundations. I don't know what they do, but their foundations are phenomenal. So definitely pick up the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation if you guys are looking for a good hydrating winter foundation. And I am in the shade 350. The next foundations I've been liking for a really long time, but I don't think I've ever mentioned them before, and they are so dirty now that I'm looking at them. Ooh, sorry. These are the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Sticks. Now, Bare Minerals did send this to me. I am on Bare Minerals PR list, and I have been loving everything that they have been coming out with lately. They have been killing it with the new releases. But this foundation is great. I really like this foundation because it's one, convenient. It's just a stick. You apply it, you blend it, you go. It's really easy, and I don't feel like I need to set this. I can use this as concealer, I can use this as foundation, and I can just put it on my face and run out the door, and I don't have any problem with it. It is just a great foundation, and I have it in 3 shades. I have it in Chestnut, Spice, and Desert, and I will use Desert underneath my eyes, I will use Spice all over my face, and then Chestnut to contour. So they all work really, really well. If you're looking for a good everyday foundation, then definitely pick this up. It's very natural. It looks like your skin but better, which is exactly what I personally want for every day. Now I'm gonna move into concealer, and the first one I wanna mention is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I really love this for throwing it on my eyes and just running out the door. I don't have to apply any foundation, or I can just apply it on my spots, run out the door. NARS concealers do a really good job of just staying in place. You don't have to set them. If I am in a hurry, I can just throw this on, and I do not have to worry about looking like I'm 100 years old by the time I get home. I mentioned this in my most recent favorites video. It's just been my go-to recently for every day. I love it. Again, you can just throw it on, don't have to set it, and it stays put. The first 2 powders I want to mention are the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I have them in the shade 3 and 2. 2 I use underneath my eyes, and 3 I use all over my face, and it is just so beautiful. I've talked about this a million times. If you guys are thinking about buying any Charlotte Tilbury products, you should definitely just pick up the Airbrush Flawless Powder because you will not be disappointed. It just makes you look, like it says, airbrush. It is a phenomenal powder, and I cannot say enough good things about it. The next powder I want to talk about is a product that you have seen in a ton of my videos, and it is the Makeup Forever. This is the Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation in the shade Y425. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a huge indent in this powder. I'm sure by the end of the year I will hit pan on this because I love it so much. And it comes with this little sponge. And at first I was like, I don't really use sponges that come in powder foundations, but this sponge has like this velvety texture to it. I used to think that applying powder foundations was the biggest pain because it would cling to dry patches and it would never go on smooth. This sponge, it applies this foundation flawlessly. You just swipe it on and you're out the door. I love it. I love the sponge. I love using it with a brush. It is just a great powder if you are looking for a full coverage, if you're looking for something to set your makeup to give you additional coverage, or if you're just looking to wear this alone as something to wear and throw on every day, this is a good powder for you. It's going to give you coverage but not make you look like you're wearing a mask or anything. It's not going to make you look super dry. It just is going to give you a beautiful coverage. So I've been loving this powder. The next thing I want to talk about is the Huda Beauty. This is the Tantour Contour and Bronze Cream. Now I've been really into bronzing and contouring recently, And at first I tried this product and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I think it was the foundation that I had underneath because I used it today and I've been using it more recently and I've actually really been liking it. I changed up my technique and it's been working really, really well. This is a beautiful color. As you can see, I have it on my face today and it blends out really nicely. It's a great color and I like how thin the packaging is. It's just really nice, easy to travel with, and I've been really liking it. It's great, especially if you want something that's going to give you a super glamorous look. The whole Huda Beauty line is for the Glamazon, so I love that. And I've really been liking this contour cream. Now moving on to eyeshadow palettes. The first palette I think that you should pick up during this sale is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. This palette is so unique and beautiful. It just looks so gorgeous on the eyes, and look at this color combination. I mean, I haven't personally seen a palette that has this color combination. It's like you can literally do every makeup look with this. Like you have your everydays, your fall type of looks over here. You have your purples, you have your pinks, you have your gorgeous, these shimmer shades are absolutely gorgeous. Soleil and Zam, gorgeous shades. And my personal favorites are Ginger. Sponsored is amazing. And I also love Dola's. Like, I just feel like this color combination is so unique and Jackie did an amazing job. Not to mention, you should just buy it just to support Jackie Aina because she is a YouTube OG and such an amazing content creator. You really should just pick this palette up. The next palette I want to mention is from Huda Beauty again, and it is the Nude Obsessions palette. As you can see, I did a recent Huda Beauty haul, and at first when I saw this palette I was like, you know, it doesn't really like the nude palettes. Everyone's been coming out with so many palettes recently. I was just like overwhelmed. Huda Beauty just came out with like a Mercury in retrograde palette. That might not be the name of it, but she came out with 3 of these nude palettes. She already had a nude full-size palette that she came out with. I feel like there's been so many palettes between Anastasia Beverly Hills and Huda Beauty that I'm just like, I can't keep up. At first I was like, you know, not drawn to this palette based on the pictures online, but then I went in store and I swatched it and I thought it was beautiful, and I've been reaching for this every time I do my makeup. I have it on my eyes now. I feel like the color and the undertones are very different than something that I would normally reach for, but I've really been liking it. I feel like it is just what it says, like a Nude Obsessions palette. This is a great palette for every day, and it's small and compact, so you can just throw it in your travel bag, your gym bag, just, you know, your everyday makeup bag. It's not gonna take up a lot of space, which I really like. So this palette I would highly recommend. Now moving on to blush, and the blushes that I have been obsessed with recently have been the Bare Minerals. They're the Bounce and Blur blushes, and I have them in 4 shades. I have them in Mauve Sunrise, Blurred Buff, Coral Cloud, and Pink Sky, and I have just been loving these. They're beautiful. They're easy to apply. The Bounce and Blur blushes are just like cream blushes in general. Kind of scare me. I've never really reached for them, but these just look so beautiful, so natural. They just blend into the skin, whether you put them on underneath your powder or on top of your powder. They look beautiful. They don't like take off my foundation or anything like that. They just look amazing. And yeah, I've really been liking them. If you're looking to get a new blush, highly recommend the Bare Minerals, and they're great for every day. I have these both on my eyes right now, and the first one is the Fenty Beauty Brow Pencil. This brow pencil is beautiful and so easy to work with. This is in the shade Brow MVP, but it's just the most fine pencil, and it's just so easy to work with. I could be in such a rush, throw on my brows, and my brows always turn out sharp and cut, and they look phenomenal anytime I use this brow pencil. So between this one and my Benefit brow pencil, these are my go-tos. I pretty much switch between them each time I do my makeup, but I've really been liking this Fenty brow one. They did an amazing job, and I honestly really like this little brush applicator. I use it to just brush up my brows. I've seen people who use it with their concealer to carve out around the brow. I mean, it's just very versatile, and I think it's really unique. I've never seen a brow product that has something like this, and I love Fenty Beauty as a brand, so I think they did an amazing job and killed it with this brow pencil. The next product from Fenty Beauty I want to mention is the FLYLINER. And you guys have heard me talk about this so many times because I love it. And in my last Sephora VIB sale recommendations, I recommended the Charlotte Tilbury one. This has replaced my Charlotte Tilbury one. I had one of these and the top actually fell off in my travel bag and it dried out, and I immediately had to run out to the store and buy another one. That's how committed I am to this liner. It's so great. I always reach for this, and I'm paranoid that the top is gonna fall off of this, so I always keep it in the original packaging in my vanity because I can't risk it drying out. The next products I want to mention are eye pencils, and these are from Laura Mercier, and these are the Caviar Stick Eye Colors. I love these. They sent me a bunch of them, and I think they got kind of lost in the shuffle, and I recently found them like last month, and I have been loving them. They are so beautiful, so creamy, so easy to apply. They have them in like mattes, shimmers, glitters, like you name it, they have them. Like, look at this Rush shade. It's so beautiful, and it's in a stick, so it's so easy to apply, and they just look beautiful on the eyes. And again, like, I am the type of person who loves products that look gorgeous but that you can apply very quickly because I'm usually running late, and these are so easy to apply. They look flawless on the eye and they last forever. You don't even need to set them. So I've really been liking these, and they come in like a million shades. If you're looking for a good everyday eye color to just, you know, throw on, blend out, go about your day, then you should definitely pick up a few of these during the sale. The next product I want to mention is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it is the Star Gold Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Eyeshadow. I use this all the time. This is like my everyday go-to eye color because you can just throw it on your eyes and it just brightens the eyes. You don't have to set it. It doesn't crease throughout the day. It doesn't make your eyelids feel sticky throughout the day either, which is something that I cannot stand. And it just looks flawless. I love this. As you can see, there's like a huge dent in it because I use it all the time. I always reach for this. It's always on my vanity. This is my go-to foolproof eye color that looks great with just mascara or eyeliner, or you can apply it on top of, you know, eyeshadow, you name it. It's so versatile and it just looks amazing. They have so many, I believe they have like 4 shades. At Charlotte Tilbury, I also have the rose gold shade, but the Star Gold is by far my favorite and the one that I reach for all the time. So if you guys enjoyed my Sephora VIB sale recommendations, definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a new video. And don't forget to enter my IG giveaway. Again, all you have to do is go onto my channel, click on this picture, read the description box, and follow directions. It's super easy to enter. And let me know what products you want me to pick up during this sale and what products you're planning on picking up during the sale down in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.